What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video where we will talk about a lot of topics. The main one is that Sadio Mane also tested positive for COVID. I absolutely hate this virus going around. Now, two Liverpool players will miss the Aston Villa match. Both Thiago and Mane are self-isolating and I'm really worried now that Liverpool will get further positive tests because it takes like 7 to 10 days for the virus to fully be detectable in the human body. So it could be possible that more Liverpool players could test positive, and I find it absolutely bonkers, lunatic madness that in the middle of a pandemic we are sending all players on an international break for 2 weeks all around the world. It just doesn't make any sense for me. Why is international football not scrapped? At least the friendlies and the Nations League matches, those are not as important as the proper games like the Euros, like the World Cups and the Copa Americas and so forth. I just find it baffling, and I really hope that no other Liverpool player tests positive. Mane is in good health. Don't worry about it. He tweeted it out and shared it on Instagram, but it's still worrying that now two Liverpool players test positive, and the decision was with Mane to announce this. It was pretty suspicious that Liverpool published a lot of training photos, but none of them featured Sadio Mane, so you know that something was up because Mane wasn't injured. And now there is a worry that there could be another lockdown in the UK because on Friday there were 7,000 new cases confirmed. So Mane's absence means that Diogo Jota is set to start his first Premier League game against Aston Villa on Sunday. I can't wait for that game. I'm really looking forward to it. And another good news, at least for Liverpool, is that Jordan Henderson returned to training on Friday. Henderson missed the last 3 games due to a thigh problem, but he was able to take part in a session at Melwood, and he has a chance of being included against Aston Villa. So Matip, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Tsimikas is out injured, and now Thiago and Mane can't play as well because of the COVID. And in this video we will talk about Ryan Brewster moving to Sheffield United, all the details of that deal, what Jurgen Klopp said about Brewster's sale, what Brewster said on his farewell to Liverpool FC, and also what Sheffield United manager Chris Wilder said about the transfer. So more on that later. And also it looks like there is a big update on Harry Wilson's move to Burnley, so listen to this video in full if you want to get to know all the latest details on Liverpool FC. And this is what Sadio Mane said after the news that he tested positive. Hello, I've been tested positive, but I am feeling good and not showing heavy symptoms. He only has mild symptoms, that's just my note. I will begin my quarantine and recovery process immediately. Make sure that you stay safe and follow all rules to protect yourself and your loved ones to avoid the second wave. I will be back stronger than before. We will get through this together, and I wish Sadio Mane a speedy recovery, and I hope that he will not have any lasting effects from this illness on his career and on his health. And now let's talk about the news that Ryan Brewster has become officially a Sheffield United player. The deal is worth £23.5 million, and considering that Ryan Brewster only played 3 times for Liverpool in competitive games and he hasn't made a Premier League appearance yet for Liverpool, I think that's a brilliant deal, especially because Liverpool have a buyback guaranteed for 3 years. That was of course confirmed by Paul Joyce, a very respectable Liverpool-based journalist. And also Liverpool have a 15% sell-on clause on Brewster. So if we don't buy him back in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe if Ryan Brewster doesn't turn into a world beater, world-class Premier League striker, even if Sheffield United sell him anytime in his career, we get 15% of that transfer fee as well. So if Brewster goes for 30 million to another club, we get like 4.5 million for Brewster. On top of that, 23.5. But we can buy him back. It's not confirmed for how much, probably around 35 million pounds. We can buy him back for the next 3 years. So let's watch Ryan Brewster's career very carefully, very closely, and I wish him all the best. I think he will bang in at least 10 goals in the Premier League. I expect him to really have a great season at Sheffield United. I mean, he is a brilliant goal scorer, and Sheffield are creating a lot of chances. The only problem for Sheffield United was they just didn't have a pure goal scorer who can put the ball in the back of the net. Ryan Brewster is exactly that, and he's only 20 years old, so the sky's the limit for Brewster. I mean, look at how well Danny Ings is doing at Southampton. So it shows that a striker can leave Liverpool, go to a smaller Premier League club and still do well, playing every week. Ryan Brewster wants to play every week, and I fully respect that. And I think that is a good decision for him career-wise, but we are still very sad to see him go. In the Liverpool family, many fans thought that maybe a loan move would have been better, but I think 23.5 million is a great deal. I can't stress this enough. Ryan Brewster is like a rough diamond. You don't know what kind of striker he will become. And if he becomes a prolific Premier League striker, we can buy him back for like 35 million in a couple of years. And I really hope we do. And first, let's listen to what Jurgen Klopp had to say about Ryan Brewster getting sold. He couldn't make it here so far, Jurgen Klopp said, but he has made big steps in his development. Ryan was really seriously injured a couple of years ago, and first we had to make sure he was ready again for all the demands of professional football, and now he's ready 100%. He played a really good half season at Swansea. He was really impressive. He came back here, he scored 3 goals in 2 games for us in pre-season. And you could see that he made big steps. If Ryan would be now 25, 26 years old, I would say, okay, you can stay and work for your chance, and then don't say, I didn't say you couldn't stay. But Ryan is in a different situation. When you are younger, it is important that the player like Ryan in this position up front makes now the next steps and uses the time he lost during the serious injury. So it is possible to move to another club. Would make sense. Jurgen Klopp added, if Ryan stays this year, he's part of the squad as well, just like Curtis Jones in the same way. It's about earning game time, and you earn during the game time, during training and the minutes you get. We have to find the solutions for different personal situations. We try to help the players to do the right thing for their career. Sometimes it's a loan, sometimes it's a club that wants to buy the player. It's not about the number in the squad. I can work easily with 24 or 25 players for a long season, but if the player doesn't feel comfortable in the situation, fighting for a place, or doesn't see the perspective, then we have to talk. These kind of talks are going on at the moment, and then you will get the result in the end when a decision is done. Sometimes this is just better for the player to go somewhere else and get more game time. And yes, that's the cold hard truth. It's better for Ryan Brewster to go to Sheffield United and get game time, and I wish him all the best. I really hope that he tears up the Premier League and scores a lot of goals. And I already like Sheffield United as a club, but now that Brewster went there, I really like them even more, and I wish them all the best, and I wish that Brewster becomes a world-class English Premier League striker. So good luck, Ryan, and have fun at Sheffield United. And this is what Ryan Brewster said in the farewell message when he left Liverpool. After years of learning and growing at Liverpool, the time has come for me to head on to a new chapter. An emotional thank you to everyone at Liverpool FC for their belief and support in me every step of the way, through all the good times and tougher ones as well. Huge love to all my teammates, taking me under their wing, pushing me to be better every single day. I leave here with special memories and countless learnings, but most importantly, better than I arrived. You will never walk alone. Oh man, that's a class message by Ryan Brewster. And now let's listen to what Chris Wilder, the brilliant Sheffield United manager, said about Ryan Brewster arriving at Sheffield United. At the top of the pitch, we have one of the country's hottest properties from Liverpool, and for him to sign To sign a permanent transfer here is fantastic for everyone concerned. There has been a lot of interest in him over the summer, a lot of speculation about who we were going for, but he has been our number one target, and I'm delighted to have secured his services. If you look at signings we have made throughout the summer, it bodes well for the future of the football club. He's a talent, as are a lot of the younger players we have brought in, whether that's Oli Burke, Max Lowe, Jadon Bogle or Aaron Ramsdale. They are the profile of players we wanted to bring in during the summer, and we are delighted we have done it. He's a natural goal scorer. He finishes from any aspect, whether it is in the air or whether it's spectacular goals, free kicks or off his shin. He has a lovely bit of scoring goals, which is crucial in the Premier League. And Sheffield United broke their transfer record when they signed Ryan Brewster. They haven't paid 23.5 million for any other player. And this is how Ryan Brewster reacted to going to Sheffield United. It feels good to be here. And I just can't wait to get started, to be honest. There were a few teams who came in, but right now Sheffield United is the best option for me. Looking at the club, it is on the rise, finishing 9th last year, and hopefully it can be better this season. Maybe I can add some goals. I will work hard and try and have the team to a higher place this year. It was good for me last season at Swansea. I felt I needed game time, and I scored 11 goals in 22 games, which was great for me. I'm not going to 12 on that though. This is a new season and I want to come here and show what I can do and score goals for Sheffield United. I'm ready to come in and show everyone what I've got. It is a team that creates a lot of chances, but free at the back, overlapping, they get crosses into the box, and that's my game. Being in the box, finding space, and 1 or 2 touch finishes. That's what I'm going to try and score goals from Sheffield United. And also, Sheffield United Chief Executive Stephen Battis explained that from an attacking perspective, Ryan has been the management team's top target throughout the off-season. The board is delighted to be able to deliver this player. It has taken time, but the level of outlay is unprecedented at Sheffield United. But we have finally got our man. Ryan fits in with the philosophy of the club, signing young, hungry prospects that is giving us a good foundation for the future, strengthening the areas Chris and the recruitment team highlighted. The fact that we are doing business with the Premier League champions over one of their hottest prospects is a sign of how far we have progressed in a relatively short space of time. He's the 7th signing of the summer, which emphasizes the support Chris and the management team have had from the owner and the board. The signings and the increased contracts for a number of individuals, combined with the fact that we have held off advances for our players, significantly signify the investment in the team within the region of 120 million net transfer spending since our return to the Premier League. Yeah, that's actually a lot of money. Sheffield United spent 120 million net in the last 2 years, and they need to spend if they want to stay in the Premier League. And I think they are spending wisely, actually. All of their transfers have been pretty smart deals. So I wish Sheffield United good luck in this Premier League season, just not against Liverpool, obviously. It looks like Harry Wilson's move to Burnley is off, because even though Burnley offered around 18 million for Harry Wilson, Liverpool think that valuation is somewhat short. No, it was 16 million, but it was just 12 million guaranteed plus 4 million add-ons. And Liverpool are selling Xherdan Shaqiri. Jurgen Klopp pretty much confirmed that Shaqiri is on his way out. More on that a little bit later. So according to James Pearce, Liverpool-based journalist, Liverpool may choose to keep Wilson around because Burnley just doesn't think that the Liverpool's valuation of Harry Wilson, which is around 20 million, is worth it. So Burnley are moving away from the deal, and unless another club comes in and bids around 20 million for Harry Wilson, it looks like Harry Wilson is staying at Liverpool. And I'm actually happy with that, because I really like Harry Wilson. I think he's a really talented player, and at 23 years old he still has a lot of room for improvement. So hopefully he will play quite a lot of games and improve and develop at Liverpool. And now that Shaqiri and Ryan Brewster are leaving Liverpool, that hopefully gives Harry Wilson more chance to play regularly at Liverpool And also, Jurgen Klopp said this about Shaqiri: I don't want to say something about Shaqiri's future. He's not injured, he didn't do anything wrong. It is the time of the year where the manager gets some info and then we have to act. Indicates to me that Liverpool got a bid or two for Shaqiri, and now Shaqiri is negotiating with those clubs and deciding on his future. And I can understand if Shaqiri wants to leave, because he barely plays at Liverpool, and at his age 29 he wants to play regular football. And Liverpool's Champions League fixtures have been announced, and I'm really excited for Liverpool's Champions League games. We will go to Amsterdam to play Ajax on October the 21st, and then we will host Midtjylland on October the 27th. And after that, there is a double header against Atalanta, which I think will be two of our hardest games of the season. First, we go away to Atalanta on October the 3rd, and then November the 3rd, and November the 25th we host Atalanta at Anfield, then we host Ajax at Anfield on December the 1st, and then we go to Midtjylland on December the 9th to confirm and to finish Liverpool's Champions League group stage. And I really hope that we win the group and go through, but it will be a lot of exciting games with a lot of goals. Looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.